Hello, everyone. We're back live at the People's Convention. Happy Father's Day to all the great dads out there. I'm thrilled to be joined right now by Myra Rodriguez. She is a state director with Moms for America. Myra, thank you for being with me.
Thank you so much for having us, having this space for moms to speak our voices. It's so important right now.
It really is. One of the issues that has been really a lot of people are talking about here at the People's Convention is the fact that we need to protect our children.
Yes.
Joe Biden and the federal government don't own our children, and they can't co-parent along with us. Here at the People's Convention, people are making that loud and clear. It's time that moms and dads across America stand up, step up, and speak out. We've got to do something about what's happening at our schools. Tell us a little bit about Moms for America. It's a great organization. You've been around for quite a while.
Yes, we have been. I recently joined them. And why did I join them? Well, because I needed my voice to go somewhere to help undo the damage that I have done, right? You recall some of my stories that I worked for Planned Parenthood for 17 years. I indoctrinated children. I'm not proud to say it, but this is why now I go around telling moms, empowering moms, which is what Moms for America does, right? We empower moms. We tell them we are here. They're your children. It's your constitutional right to protect your whatever you want to teach your children, your religion, your education, and the government does not own your children. That's basically what we do.
That is terrific. And I do want to talk a little bit about your story because it is a remarkable story.
Thank you.
It's a story of hope, and it's something that I think our listeners are going to love to hear. Now, for many, many years, you voted Democrat your entire adulthood, essentially. You also supported Planned Parenthood. In 2016, you supported Hillary Clinton. Tell us what changed. Tell us about your story. It's really remarkable.
Well, for 16 years, I dedicated my life working as Planned Parenthood director of many of their locations in the state of Arizona, promoting this ideology, promoting birth control, STDs, all this contraceptive world, preventive side. Planned Parenthood romanticized saying that's what they do, right? Educate the community. And everybody's like, well, that's nothing wrong with that, right? So after being the Employee of the Year award and being so dedicated and abiding by mission and vision of this organization, I take over the abortion facility. And boy, did I open my eyes. It's when I saw the reality of abortion. And I don't mean like in a magical, spiritual way. What I mean is I saw the corruption behind abortion. I saw the pain of women. I saw women getting hurt daily, like perforated daily. I saw what abortion really was doing to women and the babies and the unborn. So I spoke against the abortionists of all the wrongdoings, the falsifying patient charts, the not naming all his wrongdoings on the charts or even reporting them, right? So all these complications go unreported, right? And I spoke against him, and obviously my employer didn't like me for that and fired me. And I started the only wrongful termination lawsuit against them ever make it to trial and actually winning in 2019.
Congratulations, Myra. So you saw the corruption at Planned Parenthood. You saw how the, this message with, pink bows and, my choice is a destructive message to women, disregards life entirely. But even worse, Planned Parenthood was committing, I call them crimes, because when you don't disclose the truth and you lie on medical forms, that to me is a criminal act. So thank you for speaking up, stepping up. And I think it's just a wonderful thing that you somehow came around and said, wait a minute here, the lies that I've been told and fed all of these years they're lies. And you saw
Correct.
the truth.
Correct.
So now, you're a Latina woman, and you, I know, did a lot of work in that space trying to get your community to buy into what you thought was a good message from the left. Tell us where the Latino community stands today, and do you think that more and more people, are waking up and seeing that maybe life was a lot better before Joe Biden took office?
Definitely. I don't know anyone who had a better life, now that they did before Joe Biden took office. So for the Hispanic community, something magically, I'm going to say magically, it's happening. for the first time, we can see that the Latino community is waking up. The immigrant community in general, I'm not only referring now to Latinos, right, but many other immigrants, they're understanding that the Democrat Party has literally given us Kool-Aid for many years, making false promises to the immigrant community, right? An immigration reform that will never arrive, right? They always promise that on their campaign year, and then by the time the campaign's over, it never comes, right? They just want the votes of the people who support the immigrants. But now that's not working anymore for them. Why? Because they understand that you're making that promise, but at the same time, you're promising to take away my children from me. And that, it's a very touchy subject to the immigrant community. Don't mess with our children, which is to most parents, as you have said, here at the convention, we noticed that that's where most people are back off from my children. So the Latino community, that's where you will get them ticked off. Touch their money, touch their children, you're done. So that's one thing we have in our side. And I say in our side because as you mentioned, now I'm on this side, fully and committed to the conservative side. Why? Because we understand this is the side that it's actually for freedom, right? And we all immigrated from another country for freedom.
That's exactly right. And we hear Joe Biden making false promises. Like you said, it's Kool-Aid. It's propaganda. They are lies. Joe Biden is really only about keeping the power that he currently has, and the Democrats want to keep the power, not for the American people. I am so grateful for you that you are championing, the conservative values that make this country so great. Myra, tell us a little bit about Moms for America and how people can get involved. What is the mission there? And some resources so other moms that are concerned about what's happening in their community can step up and speak and take part.
Yeah, I mean, they can join us at momsforamerica.org, and then we basically create get-togethers, right? That we want them to get together. We want them to get at home, talk to their children. I have some moms going into the libraries now and doing reading story. We have many books. We have resources there for actually teaching moms how to teach our constitutional rights, right? As an immigrant who had to become citizen in this country, I had to learn my constitution to pass that civic test, right? So teaching the children what our constitution really means as being Americans, right? What we stand for, what our values, what this country was founded for, right? It's very important, and that's what Moms for America does. On top of empowering people to be part of their school boards, to be part of their government, right? Yes, you're fed up with what's happening in your school, don't stay there. Let's get up, let's do something about it.
That's terrific. To all of you listening out there, check out Moms for America. It's a terrific organization. We thank you so much for the great work that you're doing, empowering all Americans. Myra Rodriguez, thanks for being with me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
God bless you.
Appreciate
Enjoy
it.
the rest of the convention.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back in just a moment with some more great interviews, so don't go anywhere.